Welcome to sparklebritts, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights and demand accountability. This episode is brought.
Under what law?
I'm just telling you.
Under what law, though, Constable?
I'm just telling you.
Please explain under what law.
I'm just telling you what will happen.
Well, I'm telling you to please listen to me.
The driver asks the police under what law? Several times, emphasizing that the police's actions must be based on specific laws.
Afternoon, Constable. Hello there. No, the door's locked, mate. Why are you trying to open the door, Constable?
Sorry?
Can you give me a name and number, please? Right, I've got your number. Why are you trying to open the door?
I hope you don't intend to put that on YouTube.
It's nothing to do with whether I do or not.
Why?
Because I'm lawfully allowed to. This man stopped me for being overweight. You can clearly see I'm not overweight. It's an absolute fallacy. So we can get his bit over and done with, and then everyone will be happy.
Okay.
Right, fair enough then, Constable. Thank you very much. No problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever, Constable.
Okay.
There's no malice or injustice towards you today.
Has my colleague got your driving licence?
No, he has not.
Has he requested your driving licence?
He said, and I asked him, am I obliged to give my details until he's done his bit? And he walked off. He didn't say anything else.
You are obliged to do that. So if an officer requests your driving licence,
and if I haven't got it on me, what happens?
Obliged to do so.
And if I do not have it with me?
If you haven't, then you're required to give us your name and address and your date of birth.
I don't have to give my date of birth, Constable.
Yes,
under what law?
If you do not produce your driving licence,
under what law?
You are obliged
under what law, Constable?
Under the Road Traffic Act.
That's an act, Constable, not law.
Under the Road
That's an
Traffic
act, Constable.
Act,
That's an act.
You are obliged to
That's an act, Constable. It's an act.
Address if you cannot produce your driving
It's an
licence.
act, Constable. It's an act, not law. Please
It's the law of
distinguish
this
it.
country.
No, it's not law of the country,
the law
Constable.
of
It's an
this
act
country.
made by Parliament. It's not law.
If you don't do so,
It's not law.
If you do not do so,
It's not law.
Just let me finish. If you do not do so, the officer may arrest you.
Under what law? Under what law?
He may arrest
Under
you.
what law?
I'm just telling you.
Under what law, though, Constable?
I'm just telling you.
Please explain under what law.
I'm just telling you what will happen.
Well, I'm telling you to please listen to me and answer the question. Under what law?
Put your front wheels onto the weighing plate.
Do not demand I do anything, Constable. There's nothing taking place
Put
here.
your wheels onto the weighing plate.
Is that a demand or a request? He just told me to stop here, Constable. Constable.
Is there any reason why you don't want to go across this thing?
He didn't say. You told me to stop here.
Okay.
And I've just told him you've told me to stop here.
All right.
So
I want to get you on your way.
Where do I need to stop on this weighbridge?
I want to get you on your way.
Yeah, I understand that,
I'm
Constable.
aware I've kept you here for quite a long time.
Yeah.
The people that I needed to open the door for me didn't get here as quickly as I hoped. So
Yeah,
what
I understand
want you to
that. But why is your
is
constable trying to open my van doors as well? What
Sorry?
for? What lawful reason did your another constable trying to open my door?
I didn't see that, so I was inside.
Well, it's on film, so I've got it
Okay,
on film. I've
that's
got
fine.
his number.
Now that I'm here.
Where do you want me to stop
Now
on this
that I'm
weighbridge?
here,
Yeah, I fully
will
understand.
you do what I ask you?
I am. I've been
I want to
compliant.
get you on your way.
Yeah, thank you very
What
much.
I want you to do
Yeah.
is to turn your engine on, drive your front wheels onto that yellow plate and stop.
Right. Can you tell me where the yellow plate is then, please?
Okay, you can't drive with that in your hand.
No, I know. That's another reason you'll try and collar me for it.
Slow down, sir. Slow down. Up there, please. You're just weighing your front wheels.
Yep.
It's saying the 1670 at the moment. It'll say go in a second. When it says that, I need you to put your back wheels on as well, please. So if you can do that now for me.
Yep, I will do, Constable. Let's put this down. Yep, I will do.
Slowly, please. Just like that. Keep rolling. I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going, sir. Another metre. That'll do you. When it says go again, can you just move forward another metre or two, please? Just get yourself off the weighbridge. You need to move forward, sir.
Now?
Yes, please.
Rightio then,
You need to put your
Constable.
phone down, you're driving.
I'm not driving. The car wasn't started.
Stop, sir. You've weighed in at 2,840. I need to see the weighing certificate on the side of your car. Is that all right?
You know this van don't do it. I've got the MOT in here somewhere, so I'll give you that.
I need to know your weights.
I'll give you the MOT, that says it on it.
MOT, what are the weights on it?
Right, no, Constable. I'm not
I need
overweight.
to see your weights.
I'm not
I need
overweight.
to know if you've committed an offence or not. And
I'm not
keep you here long
overweight.
enough to make sure you haven't.
I've not
so
been
if
over.
You can let me see the weight on
Yeah,
your
so
door,
you can gain access to the vehicle while I'm in here, Constable. That's all it's to do
You
with.
can let me open the door.
Am I overweight?
Without checking your plate, how can I tell?
Am I overweight?
I need to see your weights on your vehicle to know what
Right.
you're allowed. I can't make it up.
I've got the logbook here.
It won't be on your logbook.
It will. The van weight's on the logbook.
Okay. May I look at that then?
The van weight's on the logbook.
Alright.
Now I'm going to have a look first, though, Constable. It's exactly the weight on here. Exactly the weight.
It's all a bit unnecessary.
No, Constable.
Why is that?
It's unnecessary. You saying I'm overweight when you think I'm overweight.
I form an opinion.
No.
I
Don't
have
even
to
start
form an
that one
opinion
now.
to do
No,
something.
no.
I thought you were speeding. I have to form that opinion.
Revenue weight, gross weight, 3,500 kilograms.
But I need to know what your axles are.
3,500 kilograms is what I'm
the weight.
allowed.
That's the vehicle.
No, Constable.
I need to know what each individual axle is. Of weighs in
Well,
each
you best
individual
go
axle.
can you go and check up on your database, please?
No, I haven't got access. It's on your van.
Can you go and check up on
It's
your
on your
database,
van.
Constable?
I'll have to keep you here for an indefinite period then until you let me look at your van.
Well, that's as may be, Constable, but it's on the
Okay.
logbook and it says I'm
Why are
3,000.
you being so unreasonable?
Because you're pulling me for something that hasn't happened, Constable. Blatantly hasn't happened.
Okay. How can I establish that without bringing you to somewhere like this?
Because you should already have this on your bits, Constable, whether you
No.
know whether people are or
No.
not.
Would you let me see the plate on your van? That will sort it out within 10 seconds and then you can go.
I don't trust you, Constable.
You don't what?
I don't trust none of your corporation, Constable.
You don't trust me?
No.
Why is that? What have I done to make you distrust me?
Well, several things what are going on recent in the papers and everything else.
Have
On
you
the
never
news.
Met me before?
It's nothing to do with that.
Have I ever met you before?
It's the name of
So
the
why should I treat
corporation.
you any different to
It's
anybody
the
else?
name of the corporation, Constable. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
It's not my fault. The name of the corporation has taken a bad name.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Your corporation has took a bad name for
What's my
making
corporation?
the police making up
There's
things.
lots of different police forces in this country.
I fully accept that, and they're all governed by the
There's
same
the
people.
Metropolitan Police.
Yeah,
There's
and all-
Cambridge Constabulary.
yeah, exactly,
There's
Constable.
all sorts of Scotland Police. The Welsh have police. There's 42 different police forces in this country.
I'm not overweight. It's shown on there. I'm not overweight,
I need to
Constable.
know your axles.
No, it needs to know the weight of the whole
Give me
thing.
some axle weights.
It's
I
giving
need
the
to
weight of the
know-
whole thing. We'll weigh the whole van then.
I've just weighed your front axle.
Right.
I've weighed your rear axle.
Right.
Together is your overall weight.
Right.
But then each axle has a restriction on how much it can carry. And I need to know if the weights that it's told me are in excess of the weights that you're allowed to carry on each axle. Because if you're over on just your front axle, I can give you a fine. If you're overweight on your back axle, I can give you a fine. If you're overweight on everything, I can give you a fine. You're okay on your overall weight.
Right.
So that's not a problem. So there's no penalty. Because it's 2,800 something, so you're fine. I just want to check to make sure that your axles are also underweight. If they are, you can drive away. But I can't suddenly determine that information. It is literally inside your door.
Yeah,
on
inside
a
the door.
sticker.
Inside the door, Constable.
Well, will you let me look at it?
I'm not obliged to let you in my vehicle, Constable, when you can do this
Okay.
from there. You can
Okay.
do this from there, Constable.
Sorry?
You can do this from there.
From where?
You know whether the whole van, if that back axle overweighs, it would weigh it total. It's not the axle, it's what's in on top of the axle.
But each axle has a restriction.
Whatever
on
is
its
sitting
weight.
on the back of that top axle
Right.
would overweigh that bridge if it was overweight in total. Absolute guaranteed.
But
I
each
understand how
axle-
weight bridges work.
Each axles can be different weights.
Right.
You're very light on your front.
Right, so that's perfectly all right. So there's nothing wrong with the front. So now
You're heavy on your back.
No,
so
I'm
I need
not.
to know what it is on the back.
It's not over on the back, it's just proved it on there.
So it doesn't.
It just proved it, it just showed you the weight.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me what you are.
Constable, if I put 10 tonne of weight on your shoulders, your body and the 10 tonne weigh. It's not just the axle. Please do not test my intelligence. Whatever's in the back will push down on the axle and
I
show
do
an axle
understand
weight.
that. I
right.
know the laws of physics.
Right, so exactly. So why
Okay.
can't your laws
But
of physics
I still
on there?
need to know.
No, you still need to
what
gain access
the
to my
weights
vehicle.
are.
That's what you're trying to gain access to.
I'm not trying to gain access. I'm just trying to get some information which will get you out of here faster than you realise.
Nothing to do with getting out of it. I'll sit here all day because I'm not being awkward, Constable.
Why is it not being awkward?
I'm telling you that it is fact that whatever weighs on top of this van, on top of the axle, is obviously the weight in the back. And there's no weight in the back. There's a couple of push bikes and some tools, so I know it's not overweight.
Some numbers on a police.
Because I know it's not overweight. I know it's not overweight.
How do I know that?
I know it's not overweight.
What you know and what I know, maybe.
Because I know that what's in the back of my van, and I know it cannot possibly make it overweight. Otherwise, the van is too big for the axle.
Then what are you worried about?
I'm not worried about it. Why
can't I look at it?
Why are you saying I'm worried?
Sorry?
Why are you saying I'm worried? I'm not worried.
You allow me access to the van. What do you think I'm going to do when I open the door? Attack you or something?
I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
You don't trust me?
No.
What have I done to make you
Nothing
feel
what you do, Constable.
threatened?
It's the corporation.
What have I
People
done?
get maimed
What have
and
I
die
done to
in the
make
name
you
of that
feel
police
threatened?
name. People have been maimed and died, several in the last year,
Right.
under that name. So I'm staying this side of the door.
Okay.
You're all armed with weaponry.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed with
I'll tell you
weaponry.
what I will do. I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed with
Make it
weaponry.
easy for yourself.
You've got weaponry about your person.
What I'll
that
do,
can be used at will, Constable.
Give me a chance to talk.
Don't
What I'll
clench your
do to
fist
make
at
it
me.
easy for you is I'll go over there. You have a look. You write it down. I'll even give you my pen.
No, it don't
You
matter,
write it down
Constable.
for me, and then I will come
The minute I
nowhere
open
near
this
you.
door, you'll be rifling through everything.
You
You'll be
want
doing.
my
No,
pen?
I don't trust
Well,
you,
use your
Constable.
own pen. Write it down for me.
I don't trust you, Constable.
Sorry?
I don't trust you. Not at all. Sorry.
I'll go over there.
It's
and
nothing
you
to
write
do
it
where
down.
you go, Constable. Look how many people have turned
Okay.
up. Look how
Sorry?
many people have turned up.
All right.
What's all this in aid of?
They want to wear that vehicle that's behind you,
Oh, do they?
but they can't because you're refusing to give me the information that I need.
It's nothing to do with the information. They'll give you the logbook to
But that
show
just
you.
gives-
You're holding up another member of the public.
That just gives me the gross
who's a
vehicle
courier,
weight.
Right.
who's trying to do his job of work.
And what do you think
You're
I'm doing?
holding
Going
up-
about my
you're
business,
holding it up.
Constable. You're holding
Because
me
you're
up.
refusing
I'm
to
not
cooperate
refusing.
with this officer. You are holding him up.
I'm not refusing, Constable.
You're refusing to cooperate.
No, I'm not refusing to.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, Constable. You're making that accusation. No one's refusing.
To cooperate. It's as simple as that.
No one's refusing.
Yes, you are.
No one's refusing, Constable.
You're refusing to cooperate.
Can you give me your word that the only thing you want to get in this vehicle for is to look at that plate?
Absolutely.
Right, well, I'll get out then.
Why would I want to do anything different?
Because your corporation live on corruption. I'm sorry, Constable. That's the way it works. Right, so where's this super plate then? It isn't
Normally
there.
on here. If it's
It
not
isn't
on this
there.
side,
So
it'll
it
be on
isn't.
that side.
No, you're not going to. No, don't even go there. No, he told me it was definitely there.
Well, it depends on the make and model.
Well, no, what you don't notice is as traffic police. You don't notice as traffic police. Right, how about we just look in the back and you know it's not overweight. You're just absolutely making this up as you go along. Constable, would someone like to check the back, please? They are.
You undo
That-
the bonnet, please. and
No,
we'll have a look.
Constable, I want someone to look in the back of this vehicle. You've made an accusation I'm overweight. Look in the back of the
I haven't
vehicle.
accused you of anything.
Look, the van can't weigh more than the axle needs. Please look in the back. Please look in the back of the vehicle first to prove my point. There is nothing in there other than the bikes I'm taking to St Neots auction, and there you go. That cannot be overweight, Constable. It's an absolute fallacy. Absolute fallacy. You pulled me on the accusation I was overweight.
Would I be allowed to look under the
You
bonnet?
pulled me on the allegation I was overweight, and it's an absolute fallacy.
Would I be able to look under the
Absolute,
bonnet?
absolute fallacy.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm going to open the bonnet for you. Absolute fallacy, though, Constable. You know it is. You know it is. Full stop.
Let me just go and check what it says on the printout.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry about this, bud. Yeah, so have I. I'm going to be going to work. Yeah, mate.
What
Look,
are you doing there? Just let them sort your van out.
pull me for being overweight. I'm not overweight. You can see I'm not overweight. It's on the feet.
Let them sort it out then.
Well, I'm letting them sort it out. It's nothing to do with you. You're a member of the public.
I've checked the weights and you're within the limits that are allowed.
Right, thank you,
Okay?
Constable.
I appreciate you coming in for me. It's very difficult when you're driving alongside another vehicle to make an absolute perfect guess as to when something's over or underweight. So that's why we ask people to come here.
I know, I fully appreciate it, Constable. I'm not being unreasonable.
I
I'm just.
appreciate you coming here.
I've
I
had-
know I've delayed you, and that's the last thing I intended to do. But now that I know that you are okay, hopefully, if I see you on the road again, and your van looks as it does today,
Well, I'm taking it to an MOT station to have it checked out. Because there's obviously just reason why you think it looked overweight.
When I drove alongside, you were in lane 2, I think, I was in lane 4. When I was out there looking across, we look at the springs, which are at the back of your vehicle
Right, yeah.
to support the weight. And when I looked at yours, we generally look for like a smiley
Yeah,
sort of spring.
I understand that.
And when I
I
looked
did
at
mechanics when I
yours,
left
they
school.
looked fairly compressed. That's what made me think maybe he's possibly
I
got
fully
a bit too
appreciate
much in the back. If you'd have let me look in the back, right at the very, very start, I may have been able to go, my gosh, he's got half a dozen bikes in there.
Right. Well, you looked in the back before you went back and checked, but you still went back and checked to make sure I was in the legal limit.
The only time I've looked in your van is when you just opened
Yeah, and then you still went back there to check it out.
But then,
knowing full
now
well.
that I needed now I've got the numbers, I can't remember what the numbers were.
Well, that's all right
So
then,
I had to go
Constable.
back and check them.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I just think this is a bit over the top. I've had a lot of bad
my
press
name?
in Cambridge
Do you need
Police.
my details?
No, it's all right. I've got all everyone's numbers. I'm going. I'm going.
Please don't.
I'm going.
All right, sir. You
Yeah.
can drive off now.
Right. Thank you very much,
Thanks for
Constable.
stopping.
Yeah, no worries.
You're
Thank
right,
you. Cheers.
Power to demand her details.
Section 50 of the Police Reform
Okay,
Act.
but that means nothing to us.
So, as I explained,
Is it an offence or it's not
right,
an offence?
I've explained several times. Section 50 of the Police Reform Act requires, when asked by a police officer in uniform,
A person accuses the police of abuse of power, highlighting the tension between citizens and law enforcement. This statement strongly resonates as it questions the fairness and legality of the officer's actions. Watch the whole clip and please support this auditor by subscribing to his channel. The link is in the description.
I'm a constable in uniform and I believe you to be acting in an antisocial manner, so I require you to provide me with your name and address. Because under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act, I'm a constable in uniform and I believe you to be acting in an antisocial manner.
And what are the grounds for that?
I've just explained that.
And then, yeah, but you need to justify what constitutes
Fine.
antisocial
Okay,
behaviour.
if you really want to know,
Yeah.
I count antisocial behaviour as you're filming people through that window, which now several people have told me that they found aggressive.
Do you find it aggressive to stand by the car?
I asked them if they want to make a complaint. They've said they don't want to go to court about it. So all I'm doing now is asking you to provide me with your details as per Section 50 of the Police Reform Act.
Does she legally have to give you her details?
Yes.
What's the consequence if she doesn't?
Arrest.
What law would she be breaking if
Section
she
50
didn't?
of the Police Reform Act.
And so because she's filmed someone in their car, which they have been doing, I've got them on camera also filming from inside their
I've
car.
spoken to this young lady several times and asked
That
her to
is
stop
not
doing it.
grounds. That is not grounds for the power you're trying to use against her.
It is.
No, it's not.
Curiosity, what's happened to the person who ran
Give me
her
your
over?
badge
Yeah,
number.
I'd
Ran her
like to
over?
report that. I think that's more of a concern.
You have just all stood here
I wasn't dealing with that.
and
That's all
watched
I
someone
don't
get
know.
Yeah, well,
two
this is
people
things
get
I
run
would
over and you're
not
penalising her for filming through a window.
I'm penalising her. I'm asking her a name.
Yes, you are penalising. She doesn't want to give you her
I'm
details.
You could be any kind of pedo, couldn't you? Any kind of nasty.
Well,
you
see,
probably
now,
Yeah.
now you're definitely being antisocial, aren't you?
What, because she said you
I'm
could
telling
be?
you, I don't want to give you. I don't know who you are.
She doesn't want to give you her details. She's done nothing wrong.
I've been
This
thoroughly
is an
vetted by
abuse
the
of
police
power.
What
This
about
is an
ones
abuse
that
of power.
I can't comment on that.
What's happened? I've got to give my details, apparently.
No.
What's happening here. She has been told
You're
several
standing on
times.
the road and filming where the cars are.
So
And
what's the
those
offence?
farmers are inside the car.
As
Antisocial
I told you,
behaviour.
as I told you yourself
Look,
several
it's
times as well.
really simple. Name
It's
address,
not
and then
antisocial.
do not
This is
film
a public
inside.
What
place.
do you want the name
Yes, I
address
understand. I
for?
told you I understand
You're
that.
filming. You're going to get
I've
the
explained
inside of
to
their
this young lady
cars.
several times. As far as I'm aware, she's an adult, so I'm not allowed to just tell anybody. She's more than welcome to explain to you.
No, I would like you to explain to them.
Okay, lovely. Under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act, I'm a police constable in uniform and I believe her to be acting in an antisocial manner. I've therefore required her to provide me with her name and address, which she's so far refusing to
With a
do.
view to prosecuting?
No, just to
With a view to what then?
Just a view to have
just
it
a
in
view
your
to get her
pocket.
name and address.
For what purpose?
By the way, she's filming.
No,
so that
no.
So because
Right.
she's
Is there
filmed,
anything
because
I can
she's filmed
reasonably
the
say to
car,
do
you
to
think
get
you
you
need
to
to know
give
where
me
she
your name?
What is
lives.
your reason? If you're not going to do anything with it, what's your reason?
Is there anything that I can reasonably say or do?
You need to
get you to give me-
justify it.
I don't need to. I'm requiring you to give me your name
So
and
hang on,
address.
we just need to clarify, because she stood on the road as part of a lawful protest and she has filmed the subject of our protest, you're accusing her of antisocial behaviour and demanding her details. How is that right or fair
Gemma,
or impartial? But
as I have said
you've allowed
several
those
times-
farmers to run two people over and done nothing. You
Right.
are so shameful. You've got no integrity
You just said
and
that
now you're
not
laughing
taking her
because you're...
details for an offence. So what I was saying to you is, what is your power to demand her details?
Section
If
50
you're-
of the Police Reform
Okay,
Act.
but that means nothing to us.
So, as I explained,
Is it an offence or it's not
right,
an offence?
I've explained several times. Section 50 of the Police Reform Act requires, when asked by a police officer in uniform who believes you're acting in an antisocial manner, to provide your name and address. 1966.
Yeah, I
Um,
knew it was.
right?
Here's
Now,
one.
failure to do that can leave you liable to arrest. So I'm just asking this young lady for her name and address.
She wants to know what you're going to do with the details. This
Well,
is
it's gonna be
how
recorded
would you
on our
like it if
system.
someone demanded your personal
Well, if it
details?
was a police
Your
officer
name
in
is-
uniform and I
we
was
don't
acting in an
respect
antisocial
policing.
manner.
You're just an idiot in fancy dress to us.
All
Just so
right,
we're
okay.
aware,
You're just a
she
walking
feels
ego.
you can take evidence of people that get hit by cars.
All right,
and you
that's
do nothing
fine.
about it
In that
until people
case,
do hit them by cars.
You.
I'll be arresting you at this time.
No. She hasn't refused to give her
haven't refused to
details.
give
She
my
has not
details.
refused to give her details. She's saying she will give you her
and the
details
arrest will
now.
happen.
Look at you
Right,
getting the
come on
cuffs out already. No.
I'll give you my name.
No, she will give you her
Okay.
details. Leave her alone.
All right.
Uncuff her now. She will give you her details.
Are you going
This
to
is
provide the
you.
details?
This is
All right,
disgusting.
I'll take your
Lovely.
details.
Let
All
go.
right, then you can
Uncuff
be
her.
uncuffed. Because I've got no necessity
You
to
are an
arrest you.
abuser.
Provide me
You
your
are
name and address, have you?
absolute scum. You're a
Doing this to a
fascist
child,
scumbag.
Are you?
Parent present. Yep.
That's all right. Well,
You are a
refused to
fascist
provide me with any
scumbag.
details, so I wouldn't know that,
And
would
so
I?
are you. You're disgusting.
There you go.
Absolutely disgusting.
Cuffs
The
off.
people
What's your name
hate
and
you.
address?
They hate you. I will put this all over social media. I will share it everywhere so people can see what you're doing to our rights.
Feel free.
Our right to protest, freedom of speech and expression.
It's not about the right
You
to
have,
protest.
don't you
It's just
dare,
you're
don't
asking,
you
you know,
dare, you
antisocial.
absolute